Wait, what just happened? I thought I was logging on for a regular ticket purchase, and then boom, 84,000 people in line. Not for BTS, not for a festival, but for one man. And this was just the beginning. Because while most people thought BTS was on hiatus, their solo journeys have been quietly shaking the global stage, breaking records, melting hearts, and rewriting what it means to be an artist in 2025. Let's start with Jungkook. The youngest member, the golden one, Jungkook, isn't just surviving in his solo career, he's thriving in a way we've never seen before. His debut solo track, 7, yes, the song that had the whole internet spinning when it dropped, has now stayed on Spotify's global top songs chart for 93 weeks. That's almost 2 whole years of global recognition, replay, and love. And here's the part that makes it historic. No other Asian soloist in history has held that spot for so long. But that's not all. His first solo album, Golden, still on the Spotify Top Albums chart after 77 weeks. That means his entire body of solo work is being streamed, loved, and lifted by fans worldwide, even as he fulfills his military duties. Let that sink in. He's not promoting, he's not touring, he's not posting selfies or doing interviews. And yet, the music speaks so loudly that it refuses to disappear. Jungkook didn't just make a successful solo debut. He became a global streaming icon, a record-breaking, chart-defying, history-making force. Now let's talk about Jin. If Jungkook's story is about silent domination, Jin's is about loud, emotional connection. Recently, Jin announced his first ever solo fan concert tour, and it was like striking a match in a room filled with fireworks. The response? Instant chaos. On the day of general ticket sales, 84,260 fans were in the queue, per person. And despite 99% of tickets being sold out in a flash, thousands still couldn't get in. That level of demand is rare for a group artist, almost unheard of. And what did Jin do? He didn't gloat. He didn't post ticket sales stats. Instead, he quietly logged into Weverse and started responding. To a fan who said they saw nothing but gray, meaning all tickets were gone, he responded, "I grabbed the biggest one out of all the ones available." When fans pleaded for bigger venues and encore concerts, he apologized and explained he had booked the venue impulsively, not expecting this kind of turnout. That's the heart of who Jin is, someone who loves his fans so deeply, he'll publicly apologize for not anticipating how loved he is. And he's not stopping. He's launching a massive 18-date world tour, including shows in Japan, the US, the UK, and Europe. And in a jaw-dropping milestone, he will be the first K-pop soloist to headline the O2 Arena in London, one of the most iconic venues in the world. This isn't just popularity. This is proof that Jin's quiet warmth, his humor, his vulnerability, they've created something unforgettable. And then there's something magical about Taeyong. His artistry doesn't shout. It whispers, deeply, emotionally, and still somehow echoes around the world. His recent track, Winter Ahead, a breathtaking duet with Park Hyo-shin, now has over 280 million Spotify streams. It stayed on global charts for months. It debuted on the Billboard Hot 100, hit #1 on the Holiday Digital Song Sales chart, and topped video trending charts in the US, UK, Brazil, Singapore, and more. It wasn't just a hit. It was a moment. The kind of song you hear once and never forget. One fan described it as the first snow of the season. Gentle, quiet, perfect. And Billboard, they called it one of the 27 best winter songs of all time. They said the harmony between the two artists feels like fresh snowflakes. But here's the twist. Winter Ahead wasn't just a seasonal hit. It became the most loved fan-voted song of the entire year. #1 on Billboard's 2024 fan favorite list. In a world moving at lightning speed, V gave us something timeless. So what does all of this mean? 3 men, 3 paths, 1 group. Jungkook, still dominating charts from military barracks. Jin, crashing ticketing systems with a single concert announcement. V, turning snowflakes into soul-stirring melodies that refuse to melt. They're not just K-pop idols anymore. They are global icons, solo forces, and emotional anchors for millions. And the most beautiful part? They're not even done yet. Which solo journey has touched your heart the most? Jungkook's golden records, Jin's heartwarming concert chaos, or V's wintry masterpiece? Hit like, subscribe for more updates on BTS and beyond, and tell me in the comments, whose era are you living in?